Good morning. It's day 85. Woo, had a big old climb this morning, steep and rocky. Good way to start the morning, get your blood pumping. So it did not end up raining last night, so that was nice. Packed up a dry tent this morning. And today though, it is talking all day rain. I don't know what time it's supposed to start, but it's supposed to start, I think, sometime this morning. And they said could be heavy rains with multiple thunderstorms developing this afternoon. So I don't know what I'm doing. Originally I was going to go 23.8 to Wildcat Shelter, but toward the end of that day there's I think there's 2 exposed rocky climbs that I have to do, and they both have blue blazes for bad weather to go around them, but I don't do that. So I'm gonna have to play this by ear and see what's gonna happen. They're talking 80% chance of rain, so I'm sure I'm gonna get wet today at some point, but I'm hoping that the weather isn't so bad later on in the afternoon that I can go over those areas without being, pouring rain or thunder, So, well, that is the plan for today, and I'll try to keep you updated as best as I can, but, when it rains, I can't do so much, so we'll see what happens. Guess what? I just saw the butt end of another bear. I could not capture this one on camera. He was too fast, and he took off running, but it looked small, so it looked like it was probably another cub. That is so cool. That's my second bear sighting. Yay! Guys, I just saw another bear. It was another cub. Where are the moms at? It took off running again, so they're just so darn quick, I can't get them on camera. I was looking for it, hoping I could see it in the distance, but no, he's gone. He took off real fast. But it makes 2 bears this morning. New Jersey's showing up for me the last day, huh? Maybe I'll catch a third, and maybe I can catch that one on camera. That would be awesome. I just saw a deer too, but she ran away too fast as well. They're all running away from me this morning. Here we go, we're starting the boardwalk portion of New Jersey. I've been waiting for this. I'm really glad I got to do this part while it's still dry, because wet wood is slippery, so this has been nice. Coming up to a really cool bridge. I am almost to the base of the climb today. It's about 1,000 feet I have to climb up. It's going to be pretty steep, so figure I'd make this before I start climbing and can't breathe. I wanted to make a statement about the rocks, right? So I've mentioned rocks many times in my videos. Well, okay, the term Rocksylvania for Pennsylvania. I don't get it. So the bad rocks in Pennsylvania didn't even occur until like the last 40 miles of the state. 40 miles. Even like the whole majority of southern PA to middle Virginia or middle PA were, oh my God, smooth. My feet were finally having a reprieve from all the rocks in Virginia. So you got about roughly 40 miles of terrible rocks in Pennsylvania out of a state that has over 200 miles, and yet it gets coined the name Rocksylvania. But then you got New Jersey, that's about 70 miles, And the majority of this state is rocks. I mean, there's little stretches without them. Like right now, I'm going through a nice little stretch where there's just a few here and there. But the majority of the state is rocks. Then you've got Virginia, that's over 500 miles. And the whole state is rocks. I mean, there's reprieves. So, I can't figure it out. Pennsylvania did not live up to its name unless you're talking about the last 40 miles. And that's not enough for it to earn the name Rocksylvania, in my opinion. I don't get it at all. So, to any future hikers that want to through hike, don't fear Pennsylvania. Just dread the last 40 miles of it. But just know, by the time you get to Pennsylvania, you're going to be so used to it because you'll have done over 500 miles in the rocks in Virginia. And then you'll have dealt with some in Maryland. And then you're going to continue through the whole state of New Jersey with them. So, yeah, I've heard hikers in the past say that too, that Pennsylvania was not as bad as people say it is. But, you can't tell unless you've done it yourself. And, yeah, it's nowhere near what people say it is. I think people over-exaggerate, to be honest. So, I mean, that was good for me. Because I was dreading it, because so many people were like, ooh, fear Pennsylvania for the rocks. And then I was highly surprised. I actually very, very much enjoyed Pennsylvania, especially southern and mid-Pennsylvania. It was beautiful. But I'm curious, though, how far these rocks are going to last. I wonder if they continue into New York for a ways or not. One way to find out. Another bridge. I love my bridges. Hello, little bunny rabbit. You're a pretty one. You're big too. But you're beautiful. Yes, you are. Oh my God, that makes 3 bears today, and I actually caught that one on camera. So I was coming across this bridge, and I could hear the water splashing around. So it sounded too loud to be something small, so I grabbed out my phone, and that's when I saw the bear come out of the water and start walking away in the brush. So I started recording, but he'd already gone in the brush, so that was the little clip that you guys saw. And then I was like, well, the trail goes around here, so I kept my phone out, and I was listening, and I could hear it walking through the brush toward the trail. And sure enough, like you guys saw, it popped out the side of the trail, and didn't even realize I was there. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to spook it, so I let it do its thing. And then she saw it wandered off the trail again, and that was it. He just left, didn't even know I was there. That's so cool. I saw 3 bears in my last day in New Jersey. How awesome. Okay, guys. I just saw what I'm not sure if it was a coyote or a fox. I think it might have been a coyote because of the coloring. I don't know for sure. God darn it, why can't I ever catch these things on camera? It was in the middle of the trail and it saw me and it turned around and it bolted. But it was definitely canine, 100%. And I would bet my life it was either a fox or a coyote. I was trying to be so quiet after I saw it creeping around the corner, hoping it didn't run too far. And I turned my video camera on and was recording the whole time, but it disappeared. Oh my God, all the wildlife today, you guys. Oh my God, it's amazing. Great day today. Great day. Okay, I won't. There are some cows. Quite a few of them. About to be starting my climb, and it is now starting to rain. It's coming up very lightly though, so hopefully it stays this way. But I don't know, because how they were saying that there's going to be some big storms this afternoon. So it's only 8:30 right now though, so maybe it'll hold off for a while. Looks like this climb is going to be a rocky one. But Pennsylvania is worse than New Jersey for the rocks. That's a good one. A giant pile of rocks. And there's a blue blaze over here to a view. We did not climb all that not to go see a view. So let's go do it.
So we were having the discussion. How far is it?
So I had to laugh because when I was still climbing up that climb, I ran into this guy who he shouts, "Hiker up," and then he goes, "You won!" shouting over to whoever he was shouting to. And he looks at me, he goes, "You know," he said, "it's 9 o'clock. You couldn't have showed up a half hour later." And I'm like so confused. He goes, "You just cost me $300. And I was like, "What?" He goes, "We had a bet going when we would see our first northbounder this morning coming up this way." And he's like, "She picked 9 o'clock. I said, no, 9:30 will be the first one." And it was 9 o'clock on the dot when I ran into this guy. He goes, "Yeah, couldn't have come a half hour later." He's like, "Seriously, you cost me $300. And then I hear the woman up the trail shouting, going, "Woo! Thank you! You just bought me some beer!" And I start cracking up. He's like, "It's not funny." And I was like, "I'm sorry." He goes, "Why are you laughing?" And then she was like, when I approached her, she goes, "Thanks so much. You just made me win." And she's like, "I'm getting beer." And I was like, oh my God, that was so funny. Oh, the things people do to entertain themselves, huh? Oh, well, I'm glad I could help her out. Got a beautiful creek and another bridge. So the sun has come out. That could be a very, very good sign. How long do you think it's gonna last? It's 10 after 10 right now. I'm hoping it lasts for hours. I totally forgot to mention yesterday that somehow, some way, I had it in my head that I was going to be passing the secret shelter today. For those who don't know what the secret shelter is, it's not an actual shelter maintained by the Park Service or anything. It's a guy's private property right off the trail that he lets through hikers use. And the whole reason I want to stop there is because he has a donkey named Jake that apparently loves to hang out with the through hikers. So even though I wasn't going to be staying there, I was going to go and stop off there and meet Jake, because of course I want to meet Jake. I had already passed it yesterday. I was over 6 miles past it when somebody made the comment about secret shelter. And I was like, well, that's tomorrow. He's like, no, we already passed that today. And I'm like, no, we didn't. He's like, yes, we did. And I'm like, please tell me you're kidding. So I pulled up Gut Hook and I was like, why? Why did I think it was tomorrow? I was so sad. So I missed Jake the donkey. Boo. Been doing a little bit of rock scrambling just now. The one part I was looking at, I'm like, I think I have to go up this rock, but I didn't see another blaze, so I kind of climbed up it, and then I saw the blaze on the top. I was like, oh wow, this has been one heck of a exit from New Jersey. New York, baby! 8 states down, 6 more to go. I'm in New York, I'm in New York. Wow, what a day today is. Oh my gosh. Wow, I can't believe it. I have 6 more states to go. Holy cow. This is such an exciting day. And knock on some wood, it hasn't rained yet. I looked at the radar like an hour or so ago, and it actually looked like it missed where I was at. There was a huge blob of green that went underneath where I was. This is the trail, right? Oh, there's a blaze. Okay. Yeah, so it was underneath me, and I didn't see any more green for the next few hours on the radar. So cross your fingers for me, because I got, I think, 7.8 more miles now till camp. So if I can avoid getting rained on today, that would be amazing, because there are so many rocks, and getting rained down with rocks would be bad. And there's those 2 rock sections I told you about that have blue blazes, to go around them in bad weather. I'm really, really hoping I don't have to. So, come on, good weather!
I'm like, I guess another place I'll have to come back on a clear day.
Exactly. Blaze goes this way. It's all the way up on that tree up there. Climbing up. Ooh. I just came to a section that had rebar that I had to climb up, and I would have recorded it, but there's a gentleman and his dog right there. Whew. And dog was going a little crazy barking, so I didn't take the time to record because he was holding the dog back. So, all right, lots and lots of climbing and rock scrambles today. Woo-wee. But this has been fun. It's so much different than just walking straight on a path. I love this. That's why I'm excited to get into New England. Ah, boy. But I'm pooped. And I checked the radar. The radar shows nothing for the rest of the day. So I hope that's true. That would be awesome. So there is a hot dog stand and a creamery just shy of 3 miles away from here. It's 0.1 off trail, I think. But the sad part is, it is 2 o'clock right now, and according to somebody on Guthook, the hot dog stand today closes at 3 p.m. There is no way on this terrain I can do 3 miles in an hour, less than an hour, because they close at 3. So I'm very sad. I would have loved to have gotten hot dogs, but supposedly, according to somebody on Guthook, the creamery is open till 9 p.m., but they didn't specify if that's 7 days a week or not. So today's Sunday. Everything tends to close early on Sundays, hence the hot dog thing closing at 3 p.m. So I'm like, should I take that side trail and do extra miles just to find out and then possibly be disappointed? Or do I keep going just straight to the shelter and not get ice cream? I don't know. Because I know I'm not making it in time for the hot dogs. That's going to be impossible. Just checked online. The creamery is open daily till 9 p.m. So even if I can't get a hot dog, which I really want a hot dog, I am still going to the creamery and I'm getting ice cream. Yep, I'm going up this. Like I said, on this terrain, there is no making a 3+ mile per hour pace. I gotta put my phone down. I can't get up without my hands. I got my hot dogs. I got my hot dogs. Okay, I literally ran the last mile because I thought they closed at 3. I'm not kidding. I ran for a mile to get these hot dogs. And I got there at like 8:02 the hour. And turns out they're open till 4. I had a whole extra hour. And now this is where I'm. And that is the creamery because now it is ice cream time. All I have to say is I am so glad it never rained. These rocks would be treacherous because I mean, look at the angle. I don't know if you could tell the angle my feet are at. This is slanted and steep, and if it had rained, this would have been very, very bad to come over. So I am so, so grateful. Oh my God, look at this. It's such a gorgeous day. Oh man, I got so lucky again. How could I be so fortunate on this hike so many times? I mean, I feel like my luck is going to run out sooner or later. This is just crazy. Well, today was exhausting. It was a very long day, very, very hard day, but it was a good day. Lots of rock scrambles today, and I did not expect that. But the rain held out. I did not get rained on at all, just a little mist twice today, and that was it. So thank you, because that would have been bad. But this video is probably going to be really long, and I apologize, but figure you can fast forward if you don't want to watch it all. But, oh my goodness, I think because I'm ahead of schedule, I think I'm done with over 20-mile days for a while, unless it's out of necessity. The train's starting to get harder again, and I'm kind of wearing down on doing plus 20s. I think 18, 19 seems like a good maximum for me for a little while at least. Alright, well, I gotta edit this video and go to bed, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow.